Walking in the forest, a man found an unusual, lonely puppy. Feeling sorry for the poor creature, he took it home. Soon after, the man brought the found animal to a veterinary clinic, but when the vet saw the puppy, his mouth fell open in shock. John loved walking in the woods near his home. It was his favorite pastime, especially after long workdays. He often carried binoculars to watch birds and a video camera to capture nature's beautiful moments. Sometimes he would stay in the forest until sunset, enjoying the peace and tranquility nature offered. One warm spring day, John heard a strange sound coming from the bushes, a mix of squeaking and smacking noises he'd never heard before in these woods. He stopped in confusion, listening to the unusual sound that gradually grew louder and more persistent. His heart raced with curiosity and slight unease. Pushing aside the branches, he discovered a small, helpless creature. At first glance it resembled a puppy, but something about its appearance was odd. The animal had nearly bare, pinkish skin and a disproportionately large head. Maybe it was one of those hairless dog breeds his friends had mentioned. The whole body looked too weak to even twitch. John's heart ached when he saw how the tiny creature trembled, as if begging for help. He imagined how long this puppy might have been here alone, struggling to survive. It looked exhausted, its sides heaving as if in constant fear. Realizing he couldn't leave it, John carefully wrapped the animal in his jacket. In that moment he felt a deep connection, as if caring for it was now his duty. The creature's skin felt warm and slightly rough, with an unusual smell unlike regular pets. On the way home, John examined his find closely. It had unusually large eyes with long lashes, an elongated snout with a flattened nose, disproportionately large paws and a short, stubby tail. Nothing like any puppy he'd ever seen. Suddenly the animal emitted piercing cries. John hurried home, fearing it might die in his arms. His wife Sarah gasped when she saw the strange creature. After hearing how John found it, she immediately tried to feed it, but it refused milk, meat, even baby food. As the creature weakened, they rushed to an all-night veterinary clinic. The elderly vet Mike looked shocked when he saw their puppy. After stabilizing it, he admitted he'd never seen such an animal before and needed to run tests. John and Sarah spent a sleepless night at the clinic, naming their charge Buddy. To their relief, Buddy gradually improved, even attempting to stand on his strange legs. After another day, they took him home with special nutrient paste, the only food he'd eat. Two days later, Mike called with surprising news. Zoologists were fascinated by Buddy, suspecting he might be a rare species. Researchers began visiting their home, debating Buddy's origins while the couple tried not to get their hopes up. As days passed, Buddy grew stronger and more active, even making happy sounds at mealtimes. DNA tests eventually confirmed he belonged to an extremely rare mammal species never before seen in the region. Then one evening, zoo officials arrived at their door. When they saw Buddy, their faces lit up with recognition. He was actually a baby babirusa, a rare pig species that had escaped from the zoo. His mother had been grieving his loss. Though heartbroken, John and Sarah knew returning Buddy was best. The zoo thanked them with lifetime passes, and they often visited to watch Buddy grow up with his mother. At home, they kept his photo as a reminder of their incredible adventure, a story they loved sharing with friends, adding new details each time.